What's up, you guys? It's Joseph with What Joe Knows. Thank you for tuning into my channel today where we discuss all things finance, real estate, and life. If these topics interest you or if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get content updates as I'm posting on a weekly basis. Alright, so real estate investors have many different investment options to reach their overall goals. Choosing which niche or which strategy to specialize can be a very difficult decision. Two of the most popular strategies are fix and flip or buy and hold. Now, both of these strategies have the ability to generate income. However, the fix and flip strategy can generally produce profits in a shorter time frame, while the buy and hold strategy creates monthly cash flow almost indefinitely. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna go through both strategies and what they entail, as well as some of the pros and cons of each real estate strategy. But before we begin, I would like to point out that neither strategy is inherently better than the other. What it really comes down to, guys, is your interest, your skill set, and overall investment goals. Also, who's to say you can't do both? Alright guys, so as you know, I think that real estate is one of the best ways to build your net worth and generate passive income over the long term. So let's start by talking about fixing and flipping. The fix and flip strategy, if done properly, consists of you buying a real estate asset or a property at below market value, usually because the property is either distressed, beat up, dated. Then you improve the property through strategic rehab and selling that same property for a profit. An example of a fix and flip would be purchasing a property for, let's say, $300,000, and let's say you put another $50,000 into the remodel, rehab, updating the property. In this example, you would have spent or invested $350,000 between the purchase and rehab. Now, once you finish the rehab, let's say you sold it for $415,000. In this example, you would get all of your original investment back, the $350,000, and profit $65,000 before any fees or expenses. Let's say that you repeated this process every 6 months or twice a year, guys. Then that would result in making $130,000 for the entire year. Now, the fix and flip strategy gets a lot of attention, and in my opinion, it can be the more glamorous option compared to buy and hold. This strategy is one of the fastest ways to make a profit and is highly marketed through HGTV and tons of house flipping shows that you see. Now, while the short-term gains can be tempting, this investment strategy is not for everyone. There's a lot of skill, strategy, and risk tolerance needed in flipping homes. So fix and flip can allow you to see a profitable return within a relatively short period of time. It just depends on the extent or length of the rehab, but it could be a couple months. However, the most important thing to consider regarding profitability when it comes to flipping homes is time frame. Time is money when you're fixing and flipping. A good investor needs to get in and out. You need to get in and out as quickly as possible. The longer you hold the property, the more you will pay in carrying costs. Now, these carrying costs eat into your profits. Carrying costs are costs such as utilities, property taxes, HOA fees if applicable, finance charges, and other maintenance bills that occur while you're holding the property. Another large part of your profit depends on your ability to forecast repair costs and complete the repairs within the budget and time frame. If you are capable of doing work yourself, you can save a good amount of money. If you are not personally handy, like I'm not that handy, it's very important to have strong relationships with local contractors and handymen. Now guys, I can tell you from my personal experience that any success in real estate investment requires a very solid team. A good contractor that you can trust and is reliable is gold, guys, gold. I've had my share of contractors, good ones and bad ones. So I know this to be true. I know this to be a fact. Another consideration that is often overlooked is taxes. You gotta pay taxes. Short-term capital gains that result in higher immediate taxes compared to a long-term investment, such as a buy and hold. Fix and flip investors do not get the same tax breaks that buy and hold investors get. So in order to accurately predict your profits, you will need to have a good understanding and factor in any potential tax consequences. Now moving on to buy and hold, which is the investment strategy that I'm currently using. This strategy is very different than fix and flip because investors purchase homes to hold on to for the long term. Buy and hold is done by buying an asset, buying a property, rehabbing the property if needed, and then leasing it back out and collecting monthly rent. So in this strategy, investors can make money in two ways: through monthly cash flow that comes from rent, and also through appreciation of the asset over the long run. Buy and hold is a great way to amass wealth and generate ongoing cash flow, guys. Now, while fix and flip is about speed, getting in and out and making a profit as quickly as possible, buy and hold is the turtle in the race. It does not start out fast, but in the end, it generates a great amount of wealth and liquidity. Real estate values generally increase over time, so the longer you hold a property, the more it will appreciate. This appreciation is only made possible through buy and hold. I have to say, appreciation is a great way to build your net worth and use your asset property to access cash through like a home equity line of credit or a cash out refinance. Now, I do plan to make a video that will go more into depth about these financial tools, but they are basically ways for you to access the equity in your home. For my primary residence, I bought in 2009, and it has more than doubled in value, guys. It has more than doubled in value since I've lived here, which increases my overall net worth. So I could access this equity or appreciation in value and take that money and invest it in other properties and continue to grow my wealth and increase my net worth over the long run. I mean, owning properties that produce steady positive rental income is a very effective way to offset expenses and guarantee cash flow on an ongoing basis. For example, the most common lease agreement is at least 1 year in length. So this provides certainty of income to investors and offers a certain peace of mind. Having a reliable, steady, and dependable source of monthly cash flow is one of the most attractive features of buy and hold real estate investing. Buy and hold real estate is not a full-time job like fix and flip. When you are fixing and flipping, you have to be on a constant grind, a constant look for new deals. Buy and hold is relatively low maintenance after the properties are stabilized and leased out. The majority of the work required is done on the front end to acquire and rent out the property. Now, unless you own a huge number of assets, buy and hold is typically not a full-time job. Additionally, as you grow your portfolio, you can always hire a property manager to handle the day-to-day operations. Now, this is what I do myself. I have a property manager that handles all the maintenance, all the tenant issues, collects rent, drafts rental agreement, and conducts credit and background checks on my behalf. For me, I find that this strategy is great for part-time investors as it gives you the opportunity to keep your day job while building a portfolio of rental properties on the side to supplement your income and hopefully one day replace your income. Now, another major difference with buy and hold is that it comes with the headaches of being a landlord. Now, when you fix and flip and rehab a property, you put it on the market, you sell it, and you're just done. You have no long-term commitment to deal with tenants. Having tenants is great, but it also means that you are now dealing with independent adults who live on your property. Additionally, landlords have a legal obligation to maintain the property they're leasing. Now, depending on where you buy, what you buy, the condition of it, who you lease to, and just plain luck, the frequency of phone calls and complaints can vary greatly. Even with a property manager, I know for myself, there are a number of property management and people management issues that you have to deal with on a regular basis. There definitely will be times that being a landlord can be stressful. I'm not gonna lie, it can be stressful at times. All right, guys, so what strategy sounds better for you? Is it fix or flip or buy and hold? Please comment below on which strategy you think is the best and why. I would love to get some conversation going around this topic. I mean, regardless of your selection, guys, remember the concepts and tips that I discussed in this video. It's important to do your research and also consider what you think you would simply enjoy more. What would you like more? Because both strategies can be very lucrative and a good investor can't go wrong with either. I really hope you found value in the video today. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel as I am posting on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.